Afternoon, Heritage fans, here at Edge Ice Arena, getting ready for your Heritage Eagles to take on Summit. Summit will be in the away green jerseys. Eagles in the home white with the red trim. And we'll get things underway here, but looks like we're supposed to start at 2:45, but waiting for Stripes, the Zebras, to come out here and set the nets, and then we'll get things underway. As music comes on, we'll mute here if it does, and to keep it up on YouTube. But other than that, good luck to our Eagles coming off a 2-0 win against the Foothills Bandits this morning. Early morning, 6 a.m., so a lot of coffee being drank by parents between now and then. And we'll get things underway here in a moment. All right, guys, Eagles will play her down here for the rest of this weekend. As looks like Gaspin will be on the bench for the rest of the weekend as he, I don't want to call it a cheap shot, but you know what? I actually do want to call it a cheap shot. Courtesy of the Foothills Bandits this morning, taking an elbow to the head. Glad to see his jaw isn't broken, but definitely in some pain, so he'll be out today, so we'll get a couple new faces out here for you. And we're almost ready to get things underway here. All right, looks like we'll start with the a line here with Gassman out. We'll shake it up a little bit. We have we have Zier centering, Sokolowski and Metzger. Looks like Wilson and Scudzy at D to start. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the lines shift up here with Gassman out, but ready to get things underway, and we have puck drop. Face-off won there by Summit. Again, Summit in the green jerseys with the white trim, Heritage in the white jerseys with the red. Shot on net by Wilson, fought off by the goaltender. Zier fights a man off behind the net. Battle along the near boards here, picked up by Zier. Zier centers out front to Scudzy, pinching down. Scudzy plays ahead, out of the reach of Sokolowski. Picked off there by Zier. Zier, backhand shot attempt. Sokolowski pesters a man behind the net, spins him off there. Metzger off the bench, picks it up. Metzger back to the point. Wilson. A little hot to handle there. Picked up there. Scudzy to Metzger. Breakaway. Ooh. Could have called a slash there, but Metzger picks it up, regroups, dumps it in. David, Tanberg, and Gwynn out there, it looks like, on the second line. Puck played around behind the net. Tanberg, take it off his stick. David picks it up, goes off the boards to Rogers. Rogers fumbles for a moment there, plays it over to Picard. Picard takes a hit, leaves it to Gwynn. Picard will get that number. Opportunity here for Summit. Shot from a sharp angle, puck out front. Picked up there by David. David will skate with it. David offsides at the line as he enters with Tanberg, and we're going to face off outside the zone here. Eagles with a little better jump than they showed this morning early on. Face off in the Summit zone here. Phillips to take the draw. Wins it back to Knutson. Rogers. Shot towards the net. Ooh, glove down by the goaltender and held. Sneaky shot through traffic there by Rogers. Snared by the Summit goaltender. Phillips takes the draw again. Back to the point. Cleared there by Summit. This should go for an icing, and it does. So we'll bring the face-off back in the Summit zone. Face-off be to the left of the Summit goaltender. Phillips, Knutson, Labuglio out there on this third line. Picard and Rogers at D. Puck's played out, held there by Labuglio. Now Picard plays it in deep. Played by the Summit goaltender behind. Knutson picks it up there, tries to get a Phillips, picked off by Summit, and played out. Nice play by Picard there. Summit looks to center it out front, back to the point. They lose the zone, they'll play it back out to center. look to regain the zone here. Phillips picked off there and sent down. Icing should be waved off, and it is. Labuglio in on the forecheck as Heritage gets a change. Lurtz picked off. Picard steps up for a moment. Puck pops out to center. Picked off there by Summit. They'll dump it in on net. Goaltender tonight, or this afternoon, is Andrew Larson. He blockers that aside. Lurtz fights for the puck. Picked up there by Summit. Dumped in. Picard will go behind the net to play it there. Picard picks it up. Picard sidesteps one. Dumps it in. Picard stepping up into the zone. Rolson will drop back. Summit hits the line. Surveys behind, looks to pick up the trailer. Shot, glove down by Larson, and held. Nice save there through traffic as the trailer for Summit was pinching down. Larson leaves nothing to chance. He'll glove it and take the face off. Face off one there by Summit. Back to the point. McGarvey. Skate the stick. Puck's picked up there. Lurtz over skates. Play down low. McGarvey picks that up there. Centered out front. Picked up there for a moment by Rolson. Back to the point. Shot wide of the net. Johnson picks it up there. Peskin's got it now. Peskins spun off the puck. Johnson plays it to McGarvey, and McGarvey will clear it. This will go for an icing. We're in the face-off back in the Heritage Zone here. 10:25 here to go, first period. Still looking to see which team will break the ice first. I'm going to change here. So it looks like we still have McGarvey and Peskin, but it'll be Zier, Metzger, and Sokolowski. Face off one there. Shot wide of the net. Shot blocked down by McGarvey. Picked up there by Metzger. Metzger with speed. Sidesteps a check. Sidesteps another. McGarvey picks it up there. Plays across to Peskin. Coach is on the bench, unhappy about that. Trip to there, Metzger out front. Puck's still bouncing around. Gwynn gives chase here, near side or side. That's Zier. Both have the bubble. Picked up there by Wilson. Wilson near boards. Zier bumps a player. Metzger picks it up. Played out the center and dumped back in by Summit. Peskin will go around to play it. Settled down there by Wilson. Wilson plays up ahead to Sokolowski. Sokolowski to David. David tries to play it around a player. Broken up there by the Summit defense. Metzger throws a hit. Tanberg takes a slash. Broken up by the Dia Wilson. Little extracurricular behind the play on that last one. Summit looks to go out to the line with it. Shot. Nice save through traffic there. Kicked aside by Larson. Up ahead to Gwynn. Icing's waved off on the tip. Tanberg in on the forecheck. Back to the point. Held there by Scudzy. Shot and gloved down by the goaltender. We'll get a face-off here in the Summit zone. David to take the draw. David tied up off the draw. Back to Gwynn. Gwynn shot. Deflected off a Summit player up into the netting. We'll rinse, repeat, do it again. David to take the draw. Puck's cleared out by Summit. Wilson gives chase, gets it out of the zone. Picked up there on the near boards by Summit. Shot. Labeled far side but wide. Towards the net now. Picked up there by Scudzy. Scudzy goes off the boards to Gwynn. Gwynn chips it out. And this will go for an icing. So we'll bring the face-off back in the Heritage zone here. 8:10 here to go first period. Still looking for someone to break the ice. Face-off one there by Summit. Phillips, Knutson, Labuglio out there now. Phillips up ahead to Knutson. Picked off there by Knutson, and we're offsides at the line. Phillips to take the draw. Back to the point. Rogers looks to step up. Goes off a skate. He plays back to Picard. Picard throws on the brakes. Takes a hit and then delivers one. Labuglio. Cross ice to Picard. Picard hits the line. Sidesteps one. Knutson covers at the point for him. Back to the point. Picked up there by Knutson. Thrown towards the net. Deflected wide by the Summit defender. Puck's played out to the line, but held by Picard. Phillips will come in and forecheck there. Knutson takes it off a player's stick for a moment. Dug out now by Summit. They try and play it out to the line. Held there for a moment and apparently held by Rogers. And Summit will take the icing. 6:50 here to go. Face-off will come back in the Summit zone. We'll get a change here. Looks like we'll keep Rogers and Picard at D. But we'll get the Rollison, Johnson, Lurtz line out there. Rollison to take the draw. One there by Summit. Summit plays it out. Looks to hit the stretch pass. That'll go for an icing. So we'll bring the face-off back in the Summit zone here. Face-off one there by Rollison to Johnson. He'll spin it wide. Picked up there by Rogers. Johnson goes into the corner for it. Lurtz tries to dig it out. Rollison digs it out. Rollison plays back to the point to Rogers. Hops his stick. Rogers will spin on the pressure. Take it up the boards and dump it in. Johnson in on the forecheck far side. Picard tries to drop to Lurtz. Lurtz takes a hit, gets pinned up along the boards. And puck's played out to center. Opportunity here for Summit. Broken up by Picard. Picard tries to kick it ahead to himself. And puck will go up into the netting. We'll get a face-off in the Eagles zone here. 5:30 to go, first period. Zier to take the draw. Wins it back to Peskin. Peskin taking off the puck in the corner. Dug out there by Summit. Zier takes his man off the puck. McGarvey takes a hit. And up into the netting. We're going to face off in the zone here. And with music going, we'll mute so YouTube doesn't take us down. Zier wins the draw. Zier, it's played into the zone, stick to side by the Summit goaltender. Sokolowski on the forecheck, picked off by Metzger. Metzger tries to spin. Zier's got it now. Zier tries to go to Metzger. Now he does. Held there at the line by McGarvey. Zier drops to Metzger. Metzger tied up in the corner. Plays it with one hand to Zier, who drops it back to Metzger. McGarvey plays it in deep. Puck's thrown to the side of the net and covered by the Summit goaltender. David to take the draw. Tamberg ties up with a player behind. And the nets come off, so we'll get another face-off in the zone. David wins it back to Tamberg. Shot and glove down by the goaltender. Nice setup off the draw there by the Eagles. David wins it back to Tamberg. Peskin plays it around behind. Just out of the reach of David. McGarvey pinches. And Summit will start out. McGarvey forces a player off the puck. Oh my God, Peskin gets absolutely smoked. And we're going to get an interference call here on Summit. Good to see Peskin up after that hit. Zier to take the draw to Gwynn. Zier's got it now. We set up the power play. Gwynn goes cross ice. Oh, just out of the reach of Phillips. Phillips leaves it for Metzger. Metzger goes across to Phillips. One-time attempt, stopped by the goaltender. Nice setup there, though. Phillips digs it out, goes out to Gwynn at the point, shot just wide. Zier, shot from a sharp angle at the side of the post. Phillips holds there for a moment, and now the puck's cleared out to center. Looks like Gwynn broke a twig on the way. If hockey's not expensive enough, Rogers takes a hit between the shoulder blades there against the boards. Minute 9 here to go. Picked up there by Metzger. Metzger with speed. Metzger splits a couple, tries to drop to David. Sokolowski now leaves for Bacard. Bacard plays across to that's Rollison. Rollison plays it around behind, goes back up to Rogers. Rogers goes across to Bacard. Bacard spins there at the point. Bacard sidesteps one. Bacard. Now he plays it down low. Bacard looks to leave for Rogers. Bacard now plays it around. Bacard plays out front. Oh, just over the stick of Rogers. Rogers picks it up there. Leaves it up ahead. And that'll be an icing. So 11 seconds to go here in the Heritage, or the Eagles power play. 2:13 in the period. Face off one there by Summit. Shot towards the net. Steered aside by Larson. Picked up there by Rogers. Rogers goes cross ice. It's going to come in on net. Summit goaltender is going to come out and play it. Broken up there by Sokolowski. Sokolowski leaves for Wilson. Wilson plays to David, who tries to leave for Labuglio. And it's turned back into the zone by Summit. Rogers picks it up there. He'll settle things down. Rogers goes to Labuglio. And out of the zone. Summit will look to start their zone entry again. They'll throw it in wide. Wilson takes his player off against the boards. Dug out there by Summit. They look to center out front. Phillips tries to push his man off the puck. Puck comes back out to the line here. Summit's looking for a player out front. Can't find him. Blocked down by Labuglio. Breakaway here for Labuglio. Labuglio, and he's tied up. That should be a penalty shot. Oh! I don't get that one. So Heritage back to the power play. I have no idea how on earth that's not a penalty shot when you hook a kid from behind and take away a scoring opportunity on a breakaway. That is textbook call. Played across. Phillips plays it down low. Phillips leaves for Metzger. Metzger tries to play across. Zero in the slot. Shot blocker down. Metzger now. Metzger plays to Gwynn near side. Gwynn sidesteps one, walks in. Gwynn leaves for Ricard, who drops to Phillips. Phillips surveys, goes back to Bicard. Bicard goes across to Gwynn. Shot. And it's cleared by Summit. 10 seconds to go here in the period. Summit player picks that off. Picked up there by Gwynn. And that'll do it for one period of play. We'll be back here for the second. Huh? Yeah, he took a fucking elbow to the head from Chatfield. They thought his jaw was broken. All right, ready to get the second period underway here. Zier takes the draw. Metzger blows a tire. To the line, Bacard plays across to Gwynn. Gwynn shot and gloved and held by the goaltender. Zier wins the draw to the line. It's out. Nice back check there by Gwynn to lift the stick and break that up. Gwynn. Shot. Ooh. Just wide. Phillips leaves for Gwynn. Gwynn goes back to Phillips. Phillips goes across to Bacard. Bacard. Down low. Phillips. Oh. Fans on the follow-up shot. Bacard holds. Phillip absorbs a hit. Metzger. Metzger. Oh, shot off the goaltender's shoulder. Zier had it labeled short side. And that'll be cleared. 8 seconds to go in the penalties, so icing's waved off here. Larson plays up ahead to Phillips, who drops back to Bacard. Bacard goes up ahead to Phillips. Phillips will dump it in. We'll get a change there. Bacard pinches. And played out to the line. Now Scudsy's got it. Scudsy, sidestep ones, gets tripped down. Rollison picks it up there. It's in skates. Played out to center. Scudsy will settle it down. He'll play it across to Bacard. Bacard goes off the boards to David. Puck's chipped in, so icing's waved off. David throws a hit. Sokolowski tied up on the shot attempt. Picked off there by David. David shot. Ooh, from a sharp angle. Played back around behind to Sokolowski. Bacard steps up to keep it in. Wilson plays it ahead. Heritage will have to touch up, and now they do. Wilson takes his man off the puck, picked up there by Tanberg. Tanberg plays near boards here to Gwynn, picked off there by Summit. Shot from a sharp angle up over the net by Summit. Puck's chipped out. Phillips goes in with a player. Dug out there by Tanberg. Played back to the line. Held there by Scudsy. And now it's played out. Icing's waved off as it was tipped. Wilson will throw on the brakes, pick it up. Wilson fans on the clearing attempt. Played back out to Gwynn. And puck's played out to center. Kick back in, that should be offsides, and it is. Draw one there by Summit. Chipped into the zone. Peskin goes in to pick it up. Summit tries to set up behind the net. Goal line extended. Puck's loose out front. Shot up into the netting. Face off one there by Summit. They leave. Picked up there by Johnson. Puck's thrown into the zone. McGarvey picks it up there. Leaves it for Peskin. Peskin tries to play it out to the line. Now it is out. Lurtz plays it to Johnson. Johnson will dump it in. He'll play it around behind. To the line, held there by Peskin. Peskin holds again. Summit goaltender will leave for his D there. Played across. Lurtz. Johnson now, side of the net. Lurtz gets dumped. And puck's played out 2-on-1 here for Summit. Played across. Now back across. And Rogers takes exception to the player being in his goaltender's crease. Sokolowski tries to play it off the boards. Picked off there by Summit. Back check by Sokolowski. Picked off by Summit. Left there to Metzger. Metzger takes a slash. Metzger throws on the brakes. Surveys. Metzger goes to Sokolowski. Sokolowski to Rogers. Shot. Oh, kicked right out in front. We just had nobody home there. Picked up by Bacard. Bacard dumps it in. Zier in on the forecheck. Zier, Metzger, Sokolowski line out here now. Puck's played in behind. Centering attempt broken up there by Rogers. Glove down by the Summit player at the line. Picard ties the player up. Summit looks to go back to the point with it. Plays across. Shot. Wide of the net. Sokolowski tries to play it out. Taking off his stick. Rogers fights his man off in the corner. Puck comes back to the point. Dug out there by Sokolowski. Sokolowski plays across to Metzger. Dug out there by Summit. Played across. Far side. Eagles need a line change here or a whistle. These lines have been out here for a long time. Puck's played around behind. Rogers tries to dig it out. Now Zier's got it. Zier takes a hit. Bacard throws a hit. Puck's played out to the line, but not out. Held in. Rogers plays it around, and now it's cleared. This should go for an icing. Oh, and it's held up there. That'll allow the Eagles to get a change. Picked off there by Tanberg. Tanberg to David, to back to Tanberg. Shot. Misses the net. Scudzy holds for a moment. Picked up there by Gwynn. Nice back check there by Gwynny. Tanberg will throw it in deep. And that'll go for an icing. We're going to face off back here in the Eagle zone. David to take the draw. Wins it back, picks it up there. Summit throws it towards the net. Wilson tries to play ahead to the line, not out. Shot, gloved and held by Larson. Face off, one there by Summit. Puck's loose. Scudzy picks it up near boards, absorbs a hit. It's Picked up there by Wilson. Wilson will spin with it. Tries to go up ahead to Gwynn. Gwynn tries to go up ahead. Gwynn to Tanberg. Tanberg shot and a save by the goaltender. Phillips to take the draw, tied up there. He wins it back to Scudzy. Scudzy blows a tire. Summit to the power play here. Scudzy 2 minutes for tripping. 5:57 here to go. Second period. Phillips take the draw, wins it back to Peskin. Peskin wraps it around the glass. High and out. So we have Labuglio and Phillips out here for the penalty kill, along with Peskin and McGarvey. Summit looks to break out. Summit breaks it in, broken up there by the stick of McGarvey. But Summit gets possession in the zone. They look to set up their power play. They come near side, look back door, broken up by the stick of Phillips, back to the point. Far boards. They're still looking for that backdoor pass. Nice stick there by Labuglio to break that cross-ice pass up. Peskin ties his man up. They bring it around behind. Minute 12 here to go in the power play. Near side. Shot saved by Larson and held. Nice save through traffic there by Larson. He'll leave nothing a chance and take the whistle. Rolls it. Shot on net, saved by Larson. Rolson to take the draw, wins it back to Rogers, who will throw it all the way down on net. Knutson in on the forecheck, and he's tripped by the goaltender. Four and four hockey coming up here for 51 seconds. Set up off the draw. Rogers tries to hit Picard. Summit springs a breakaway. Shot. Saved by Larson. I think he got a piece of the glove with it. Big save there on the breakaway opportunity there by Summit. 4 and 4 hockey for another 34 seconds. And we'll have an abbreviated power play. Picard digs it out. Picked up there by Summit. They'll play it into their own zone. Up ahead, now they go across. And that'll be offsides at the line. Zier to take the draw, wins it to Picard. Picard to Metzger. Metzger splits it in. Metzger shot, saved by the goaltender. Zier plays it back to the line to Rogers. Back down low. Metzger lifts the stick, tries to dig it out. Dug out there by Summit. We now have a power play for your Eagles for 1 minute. Rogers hits the line, throws on the brakes, tries to leave it for Metzger. Metzger takes a bump. Picked up there by Metzger. Metzger tries to spin, back to the point. Rogers, shot, hammered, but up over the net. Zier's got it now. Zier plays to Picard. Picard looks for Rogers, goes back to Zier. Picard, shot, out of the net, and that's going to be played out. Picard will go back to retrieve. 23 seconds to go here in the Eagle power play. Picard plays it cross ice to Zier off his stick. Picked up there by Summit. Played back out. Now cross ice. Tipped in. So all right, we'll bring the face-off back in the zone, even though I think everybody up here heard that puck hit the stick of Rolison. Rolison to take the draw, picked up one there. Scudzy behind the net. Back to even strength hockey. Scudzy throws on the brakes, settles it down for a moment. Scudzy plays back to Wilson. Wilson tries to play up ahead. That'll go for an icing. Rolison to take the draw, tied up, back to the point. Held there by Summit. They'll play it down low. Rolison will pick it up there. Picked off there by Summit. Rolison battles in the corner to Lurtz. And to the line and out. Picked up there by Johnson. Johnson drops to Scudzy. Scudzy goes up ahead to Rolison, and that'll go up and out of play. We'll get a face-off outside the zone here. Face-off one there by David. Thrown in, picked up there by Summit. Summit breaks it out. Picked up there by Scudzy. Scudzy leaves with Tanberg. Picked off there. David tries to play it across. Wilson's got it now. Plays into Gwynn. Gwynn dumps it in behind the net. Goaltender leaves it for David. Oh, yeah. Tanberg coming in far side. 2-on-2 as they hit the line. Shot. Blockered aside by Larson. Picked up there by Wilson to the point. Not out. It's in the skates of Gwynn now. Backhanded up into the netting. We'll get a face-off in the zone here with a minute 25 here to go. Second. Phillips to take the draw, wins it back to McGarvey. Dug out there, though, by Summit. They play it around. They try and set up behind the net. Look for that pass out front. Peskin. Summit along the near boards here. Now they play it back to the point. Picked off there by Labuglio. Labuglio has to take it off his stick, and it's played into the zone. Peskin will go in behind to pick it up. Peskin chips it ahead. Summit looks to center out front. Broken up there, though, by Peskin. Phillips now plays it up ahead to Knutson. To the line, not out. Now McGarvey smartly plays it out. Icing's waved off. Phillips leaves for Labuglio. Labuglio tries to play it across to Phillips. Goes back to Labuglio. Knutson, sharp angle from the side of the net. Puck's loose in front. Phillips to take the draw, plays it back. But between two players, 10 seconds to go. Peskin, nice play there. Peskin goes up ahead to Labuglio. Labuglio tries to split the difference. McGarvey steps up there and takes a hit. It'll be cleared down, but that'll do it for the period, guys. We have 0.6 to play in the period. So we'll get the draw here, and we'll be back for the third. And that'll do it. 2 periods of play. Still looking for our first goal. Third period underway here. Centered out front. Summit control, shot, blocked wide. Summit with a little jump here in the third period. Zone control there for Summit. They played around behind the net, center it out front. Broken up by Zier. Puck's played out. This will go down for an icing. We'll get a face-off in the zone here. David to take the draw. Up ahead, David. Plays across to Gwynn. Gwynn, shot towards the net. Wide. Tanberg in on the forecheck. Tanberg centers out front. Off the stick of Gwynn. Played back to the line. Off the stick of Rogers. Picked up there by Bacard. Bacard now. Looks for the stretch pass. Picks up David. David fans on the pass. Picks it up there. To Gwynn. Out of the reach of Tanberg. Summit hits the line. They'll throw it in. Start their forecheck. Played around behind. Summit player steps up. Tip towards the net. Summit looks to drop it. Picked off there by Bacard. David picks it up there to the line. Not out. Summit player kicked aside by Larson. Centered out front. Picked off by David. That'll be thrown all the way down. That'll go for an icing. Phillips to take the draw, wins it back, picked up there by Scudsy. Scudsy's rubbed off in the corner. Centered out front. Up ahead to Knudsen. Knudsen hits the line one-on-one. Has the puck tipped off his stick. Summit starts back. Wilson breaks that up with his stick. Dug out there. Played ahead by Knudsen. Labuglio plays across to Scudsy. Scudsy plays it to the line, not out. Someone's got a player down low. Shot towards the net, tipped, wide. Labuglio picks it up. Icing should be waved off as it hit a glove on the way out. Lurtz plays it around behind, up ahead. Dug out there. Wilson up ahead to Johnson. Johnson dumps it in behind. Lurtz goes into the boards, back to the point. Wilson, shot and goal! Wilson with his second of the weekend! Wilson throws it to the front of the net. The defender tried to glove it, and I believe it went top corner. Eagles up 1-0 with 11:25 here to play in the third. Rolson to take the draw. Larson leaves it for Wilson. Wilson over skates. Pucks into the slot. Shot high up off the glass. Played around behind. Rollison takes his man off the puck. Rollison plays it ahead. And someone will play it back out to center. Puck comes out of the zone. Summit will have to regroup, and that should be an offsides. They pulled it out of the zone, and it is. So refs gathered the intentional offside here. We'll bring the face-off back in the Summit zone. Zier to take the draw. Played back to the point. Battle along the near boards there. Dug out by Summit. Metzger steps up for a moment. Dug out there by Zier. Zier plays it in deep. Metzger gives chase. Nice body position there to fight off that check. And played out by Summit. Summit plays it across. They'll dump it in. Picked off there by Metzger. Metzger hits the line. Metzger 1-on-2. Still like his chances. Metzger spins. Oh, tries to go across to Gwynn. Broken up there by the D of Summit. Picked up there now by Peskin. Peskin tries to dump it in deep. Avoids a check. Picked off in the slot by Gwynn. Shot towards the net. David's got it now behind the net. David surveys. Oh, looks to hit Tanberg coming off the bench. Just misconnecting on that one. Tanberg will pick it up there. Or sorry, it's Peskin. Peskin behind the net. Peskin plays it off the net. Picked off there by Summit. Sokolowski now goes up ahead to Tanberg. Tanberg takes it wide. Tanberg tries to throw on the brakes. Picard steps up. David fills in for him. Sokolowski plays it in deep. Picked off there by Summit. Sokolowski, Tanberg in on the forecheck to the line. Picard plays into the slot to Tanberg. Tries to get a backhand shot off. That's picked off though there by Summit. They'll dump it in deep. Picked up there by Picard. Picard throws on the brakes. Picard plays up ahead to Tanberg. Thrown into the zone. Oh, almost centered out front there. Summit plays it to the middle, broken up by the defense of Picard. Played back to the point. Picard tries to get it out to spring Tanberg. Picked up there by Sokolowski. Sokolowski taking off his stick. Rogers plays it off the boards to Sokolowski. Centered towards the front. Shot wide. Picked up there by Rogers. Rogers goes up ahead. Icing should be waved off. It went off a Summit player's skate. Summit goaltender leaves it there for his D. And Summit hits the line. 1-on-2. Takes it from a wide angle. Looks to survey out front. Drops in the far corner. Shot wide of the net. Summit with possession. Now Rogers picks it up, goes off the boards and out. This is going to go for an icing, I believe. And it does. 7-8 here to go, third period. Face-off will come back in the Eagle zone. Rollison to take the draw. One there by Rollison. Picked up by Scudzy. Scudzy takes two out along the boards. Played around behind. Wilson will pick it up there. Wilson tries to play it out. That's picked off. Lurtz will get it there. Lurtz fans on the clearing attempt. Shot. Scudzy throws on the brakes. Rollison up ahead. Puck comes out. Down on net. Summit goaltender will leave it behind the net. Dug out for a moment by Lurz, but now Summit controls. Rollison, shot. Oh, nice save. And we're going to stop it here. 6:21 here to go, third period. Face off, one there by Summit. Zier, Gwynn, and Metzger out there now. Puck's thrown into the zone. Summit goaltender leaves it for his D. He'll play it there to the half wall, out. Scudzy breaks that one up. Now Wilson behind his own net picks it up. Wilson plays it off the boards. This will go all the way down for an icing, and it does. We're going to face off in the Eagles zone here. 5:50 here to go, third period. Eagles up 1-0. Zier to take the draw, glove down and held. Puck still loose. Nice job there by Larson. Now Metzger one-on-one. I like these odds. Oh, tries to toe drag, has it knocked off his stick. Summit will play it out. Wilson plays up ahead. Neutral ice. Played ahead, picked off there by Scudzy. Scudzy, he gets the red line. Tries to dump it in. Held there for a moment by Scudzy. And now he'll dump it in. Gwynn will touch up. Gwynn, David, Metzger out there now. To the line. Metzger picks it up. Metzger, toe drag. Puck comes back to the line. Wilson across to Scudzy. Scudzy tries to go back across to Wilson. And that'll result in a breakout here for Summit. 2-on-1. Shot from a sharp angle. Wide. And nets off the mooring, so we're going to face off in the zone. Face off one there by Summit. David, nice job. Takes his player out along the boards there. Peskin looks to dig it out. Dug out there now by Peskin. 4:34 to go. Peskin tripped up. We got a delayed penalty coming up here on Summit. And we're going to face off in the Summit zone. Power play coming here for your Eagles with 4:26 here to go, third period. Zier wins the draw. Down low, Metzger throws a hit. Gwynn, shot, glove down by the goaltender. Zier to take the draw. Wins it, but it's clear there by Summit. Down on the goaltender Larson. Picard picks it up there, leaves for Gwynn. Gwynn plays across to Phillips. Phillips looks to center. Now he'll set it up. Phillips to Picard. Cross to Gwynn. Gwynn back across to Phillips. Phillips surveys. Plays goal line extended to Gwynn. Gwynn leaves for Metzger. Out to Gwynn. Shot. Saved by the goaltender. David to take the draw. Won there by Summit. Back to the line. Held there by Rogers. Shot towards the net. That's wide. Wilson will go back to play it. Summit looks to center out front. Shot blocked down. Played ahead there by Sokolowski. And Summit breaks it out. They'll get the line. Picked up there by Rogers. Rogers off the shin of Sokolowski. 22 seconds here to go in the power play. Sokolowski leaves for Rogers. Rogers leaves for Wilson. Up ahead. Rolson plays it there to the line and out. Wilson steps up. Labuglio takes a hit there. Played there by Rogers. Rogers goes cross ice to David. David, he'll flip it in on the goaltender. Let him play it. 2:15 here to go. Even strength hockey. Played around behind. Labuglio will pick it up there. Labuglio plays across to Knudsen. Dumped in there by Phillips, but he's offsides. Knudsen's offside, so we'll touch up. Played there by Phillips. Dug out by Labuglio. Labuglio dumps it in deep. Smart play there with 1:38 to go. Knudsen in on the forecheck. Labuglio steps up. Shots loose in the slot. Shots blocked down by McGarvey. Shot blocked by McGarvey to break up that opportunity. Back to the point. Played across. Shot. Ooh. High up off the net. Deflection in front. Broken up there. And now we got the net off the mooring. So we'll get a face-off in the zone here. 1:04 to go. Nice save by Larson on that deflection in front. So net is empty for Summit. We have a 6-on-5. Actually, we have a 7-on-5 right now. Somebody's got to come off. It's math, guys. Math. Mountain Math 7-on-5 was working for them. Now we have a 6-on-5, which is more hockey-like. Face off, won there by Summit to the point. Deflected in front. They look to go short side. Along the near boards, back to the point. Broken up there. Metzger pressures. Under a minute to go now. Summit gets the line. Nice play by Picard to put the hip. That should go down. Icing's going to be waved off. It's not going to reach. It shouldn't. And it doesn't. Under 30 seconds here to play. Played across. Metzger breaks it up, dumps it in. Nice play by Metzger there in on the forecheck. Zier ties his man up. Now played across. Summit's got one last rush in them. They drop. Summit steered aside by Larson. Under 10 to go. Shot. Gloved and held. 3 seconds to go. Shot. Tipped up into the air. And that'll do it. Your Eagles win this afternoon by a 1-0 score. 2 games, no goals allowed by your Eagles.